building behind me is the Marine Police Headquarters here in Hong Kong's Tsim Sha Tsui. It's actually provided the setting for a number of action films, including Van Damme's Bloodsport and the Jackie Chan classic, Project A. In 2003, it provided interiors for the movie Naked Weapon. Naked Weapon is the thematic, if not literal, sequel to an earlier hit for the prolific Hong Kong director-producer Wong Jing, Naked Killer. Naked Killer became a cult around the world, largely, I suspect, on the strength of the poster art rather than the film itself. The ads featured the actress Ching wearing nothing but black leather hot pants and a strategically placed cartridge belt. It was originally planned that Ching would star in Naked Weapon as well, but she got married and retired from the industry. The next choice was Kelly Lin, a Taiwanese actress. She too passed, and so Wong Jing got together with Media Asia and decided to launch a new queen of Hong Kong action cinema, Maggie Q. Maggie plays a mysterious assassin trained by Madam M in rooms in the building right behind me.
The central nervous system and the delivery of electric pulses from the brain to the rest of the body depends almost entirely on your skeleton network, and in particular, the spinal column. Remember what I said about detaching the C5 vertebrae? It cuts the nerve cortex, instantly paralyzing your victim. Death by suffocation normally follows.
A native of Hawaii, Maggie moved to Hong Kong, where she fast became one of the city's bona fide supermodels. She made her movie debut in the low-budget horror flick, Model from Hell. In that film, she played a two-headed monster. Now, it could be argued that once you've played a two-headed monster, the only way to go is up, but that's not always the case. Her second film was written by me. It's called Gen Y Cops, was shot at Media Asia with a combination of martial arts, comedy, action, and special effects. A perfect training ground for somebody who was going to star in a film like Naked Weapon. Maggie was actually the very first person cast in Naked Weapon. She had a lot to do with the revisions to the script, which in its earliest incarnation was even more exploitative than the finished version. A natural athlete, she went on an arduous training regimen to learn martial arts. She got to use every ounce of her physical fiber in the finished product. The training sequences were shot in the building behind me, the Marine Police Headquarters. But the fights to the finish, the cage matches, were filmed at Oil Street, which is that way. This is the former government supply center here on Oil Street. It provided the interiors for two major sequences in the film. The first of these is the death cage scene, in which Madam M, played by Almond Wong, has her young charges fight to the finish. The second is the key scene in which Charlene and Kat escape from the drug lord's mansion. In the first of these scenes, we meet our major female players, performed by Maggie Q, Anya Wu, a Taiwan native raised in New York, who came to Hong Kong and was signed by Golden Harvest. She starred in films like Cop on a Mission and 2002. Then there's Jewel Lee, a mainland-born martial arts champion who not only plays a key role in the film, but also stunt doubled for virtually every other fighting female. Then there's the ill-fated Monica Lowe, who's from Vancouver, Canada. She hasn't got much to do in the film, but she proves herself a talented comedienne. I actually came to visit this set when they were shooting the escape sequence. It was hot, it was dark, there was a stink of gunpowder on the air, but I got to see Maggie Q being hosed down while wearing a sheer silk teddy. Somehow, that made it all worthwhile. It was right here in this abandoned building that director Tony Ching choreographed some of his trademark extravagant martial arts action sequences. Ching made his name as the director of Chinese Ghost Story and would later helm such classics as the Swordsman series and the more recent Hero. He's also made the move to Hollywood, directing the action for a pilot called Invincible, which was produced by Mel Gibson and Jet Li. He's just finished shooting a film called Belly of the Beast in Thailand, which stars the American martial arts actor Steven Seagal. Coincidentally, the leading lady of that film, Monica Lowe, also stars in Naked Weapon. The temple seen in the film is this one, the Tin Hau Temple here in North Point. Tin Hau is actually the goddess of the sea. One of the actresses you see in scenes shot in this location is Cheng Pei Pei. Pei Pei is actually from Shanghai and began her performing career as a ballet dancer. She then signed up at Shaw Brothers, where she appeared in martial arts classics like Come Drink With Me and Golden Swallow. Leaving Shaw Brothers, she went to America, where she had her own TV talk show. She went, in effect, from Chinese opera to Chinese opera. More recently, she starred as the villainous Silver Fox in the martial arts masterpiece Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Another actor to watch out for is the fortune teller, who's played by Dennis Chan. Dennis actually played Xian, Jean-Claude Van Damme's instructor, in the martial arts classic Kickboxer. Behind me is 348, a nightclub owned by Peter Lam, who also owns Media Asia, the company that produced Naked Weapon. It's here that Charlene and Kat fall into a trap laid by the villain of the piece, played by Andrew Lin. In the great tradition of movie bad guys, Andrew Lin is equally charming off-screen as he is menacing on. He first came to fame in Black Sheep Affair, in which he has two blistering martial arts duels with leading man Chu Manchuk. That film was actually directed by Ching Sudong, and Ching Sudong remembered him and cast him again in Naked Weapon. I should also mention the film's other leading player, Daniel Wu. Daniel's a native of San Francisco and an expert in the Chinese martial art of wushu. He moved to Hong Kong to become an actor, but has starred almost exclusively in dramatic films. Naked Weapon gives his fans their first chance to see the fighting fists and feet of fury of Daniel Wu. With gorgeous girls executing gunplay and gung fu, there's so much to like about Naked Weapon. It may not be great cinema, but it is great entertainment. Thanks for buying this double-disc DVD. I'm now going to burn this incense here at the Tin Hau Temple for you, whoever and wherever you are, wishing you health, wealth, and happiness. See you next time.